Do you hope to, be able to have some healthy debate here at the spring meetings about the 10-second proposal and going forward? 'Cause I know maybe this conference more than others, there's a lot of people on both sides.
Yeah, I didn't see it on our agenda. I just go by what our agenda is. I think the hot topics for us now is probably the things that are out of the coach's hands. It's about the autonomy. It's about we obviously put the 8-game, 9-game thing to rest for hopefully for a couple of years, and the things that are pressing to me is there's new legislation out there that allows for the first time in the history of college football for student athletes to be paid. Every other sport, I used to go crazy about it when I first found out, every other sport allows you to employ your student athletes. Football's never done it. And when that got passed a year ago, I thought, wow, just because, the precedence for what that could mean is mind-boggling. So I think that's a big one for me. And then, how we're going to handle training table, how we're going to handle the autonomy part of what they're talking about could be very, very impactul.
With player safety so important to you, though, do you want to bring some things up with your coaches?
I think I brought it up as much as I can bring it up.
Did it bother you when that discussion moved away from safety and more about
Absolutely, 100%. A lot of you guys know me and know me very, very well from my last job and where I am, and I am going to speak what I feel, and I think the part that was lost in the whole thing, I am not an agenda guy. I believe in playing by the rules and what it is. I love up-tempo offenses. I've loved going against them. I love competing against it. I respect coaches that believe in that system because it's so much different than mine. I think when you have success in something that someone doesn't believe in, that's a sign of respect. So I didn't have agendas. I had one agenda, player safety, and that was the only thing that really became frustrating for me.
How much would you like to see a study actually done?
Well, I think it's getting done. I think you just dangle that carrot out there, and there's going to be some people that are way smarter than me that sit down and do the quantity and the X's, the numbers of what is really going on.
What's that perceived rift with Gus? Kind of motivate the team a little bit and going forward.
Again, as much as you guys write about something, it's probably just. I think our guys are fired up to play Auburn. They don't need me or Gus involved. I really, because there's so many kids that play on both teams, friends. Obviously, there's a couple coaches on his staff that had ties to Arkansas. So I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with the head coaches as much as people think. As more as Auburn versus Arkansas should be a big game.
In first taking the job, are you aware of Gus's background in the state and then the state as a whole, just how widespread spread offenses and up-tempo is in that state?
Well, it's no different than anywhere else. They may think he invented it there, but it was going on a lot of other places. I think that the part that's been overwhelming for me at Arkansas is the level of skill at offense and defense positions. I didn't really expect the numbers to be as strong as they were. But as far as those type of offenses, I would say they're probably a little bit more prevalent in states to the further southeast.